Right about something. I was looking at this video this morning. I'm looking at this video this morning. And I'm wondering, man, why do children get so missing? And they don't. They fucking don't. In order for them to get so missing, like, real heavy, man, something going on. Mental illness, poverty, or something like that. But anyway, man, I was watching this shit, and I knew off the real well. You gonna know off real what happened to he gang.
A 10-year-old girl has been missing for months. We've obtained newly released body cam of officers interacting with the girl's mom before she stopped cooperating with the investigation.
She hasn't given any piece of information about the last time she saw the child.
This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner. Hey, by the way, there's a reason that Law and Crime is the...
That can happen.
All right, do me a favor. What's your name, man?
I don't think it's fair I give up my name.
Well, you have to.
I want to look.
So I'm gonna just bring you up to speed. They had a little ad in the beginning. We're not gonna say what the ad was for, but they had a little ad in the beginning, and I had to fast forward to she got caught in Dollar Store. He was stealing something, and obviously he steals from there all the time because they dropped the charge. I'm just gonna the video is long, all right. So this part is just a preliminary. This is how she got caught. I've already seen it, but I want you to listen to her demeanor so that you can understand why I say what I did.
I'm not asking you any questions pertaining to the crime, so you're not entitled to one right now.
I would like a lawyer. You didn't even tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, I told you as much as I know right now.
So because I matched the description, I have to get all my information out for no reason?
Yes, ma'am. Because you're being deceived.
I would like to. I heard what he said. I'm not that. I want to know what's the law.
You're good. I
want to read it.
Explain to you the law.
I want to read it.
Right now, you don't get to read the law.
Why not?
Listen to me.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
You are matching the description of
Are you
somebody.
laughing?
You are matching the description of someone involved in the crime. We have the right
You
to
said even tell me what the crime
listen
is.
to me. You're not listening. You're asking all these questions and you're not listening to us.
Okay.
So
I can repeat
listen
back
for
what
a
you
second.
said.
You match the description of somebody involved in the crime.
Correct.
We have
He
the right to
said that.
detain you and investigate that crime. We also have the right to identify you. And if you fail to
He gonna
identify
fuck
yourself,
around and
you
just
have
get
the
a
right-
charge.
Okay.
Okay?
I
So
heard you.
can you please put
He gonna fuck around and get a charge just based on being difficult, right? This ain't really got nothing to do with her baby being missing. She gonna end up getting let out on bond, but she shut up, shut up.
this actually your name?
I would like no. The answer is no. I would
Okay,
like to
that's
know the law.
That's fine.
I want to read the law myself.
What law?
You're saying because I matched the description.
Yes.
And
That
that's
gives
it.
us the right to detain you pending further investigation. I didn't say
Okay.
you're under arrest, okay? So there's a big difference between being detained pending a criminal investigation and being under arrest.
Okay.
When you're under arrest, you will be read your rights if we ask you any questions pertaining to the crime. All
You don't
right?
tell me what the crime even is.
I told you, possible theft and a possible battery. Okay, so what's your name?
I
Then?
want to see on footage of this possible theft and battery.
Okay.
You
Is
said
this-
you don't want to
I
tell
see
me
the
where
route
it
this is going to go down.
You're not telling me anything.
Okay.
She just so combative. You know what I'm saying?
Even though she refused to identify herself, facial recognition software later confirmed that was Pasha Davis, Gabrielle Terralong's mother. Plus, the officer found some items stashed in the nearby bushes.
That's what she was stashing.
Hungry.
Munchies.
You just gonna stare at me or explain exactly what happened?
I don't know how to explain it more thoroughly, but you
Explain
just
why I can't read the law. We're going back to the same subject.
what
twice
law?
Now.
You want to know the
Law of
criminal
why
elements
am
of the
I-
theft?
Why am I being detained?
For
I want to
criminal
read the law. I want to
investigation.
read the law of where
The
it's a
law
I didn't even
the
finish
law
what
of
I'm
theft
saying.
is to
That's not the
temporarily
question.
or permanently
That's not
deprive
the
someone of
question.
the right to their property.
So that's not the question.
You asked what the law is.
I didn't finish my whole sentence. I want to know what the law is as far as detaining me.
He was explaining
Based on,
it when
I didn't even finish. He just explained it to you. You weren't even here.
I walked up right next to him. He was explaining
He
it to him.
talked to you. You didn't speak to him yet.
So again, a crime was committed across the street. All right.
No,
The
it's
description
not. You're interrupting.
the description was given of a
I would like to
female.
know of the
You-
law
again,
is before. Let me finish
Okay,
the
no, you're
question.
not letting me finish.
You said it twice now.
The
I'm letting
description
you know.
even went so far as to say the female was last seen going little.
Do you want to know why? You want to know why I watch this? Because I'm weak. I'm weak for pretty girls, right? To me, man, she's passable, right? But I look at her and I see that she's in some kind of state of duress. She's in pain somewhere, probably financial.
Caesars.
Really.
I caught you red-handed with a pizza in your hand from
I
Little
purchased a
Caesars.
pizza. Correct. That's not of
No,
the ordinary. I'm asking you what the law is for us detaining me without seeing any footage, without having any witness. This
They
we
so-called
got
do
theft
have
footage.
and battery.
witnesses.
This so-called
We
theft
have
and
police.
battery.
Okay.
This so-called theft and battery. I want to see footage of it
Okay.
first. I already said I want a lawyer twice to you. I want to know what the law is as far as detaining someone without letting the person know what exactly happened. I want a lawyer.
I
That's
bet
it.
Okay. Well, again, I'm not asking you any questions pertaining to the crime. So
I'm asking to see what the law is. I want to
they
read
won't
what the
do it.
law says in regards.
You know, I bet it's I bet it's super irritating being a cop in Florida. I really do. I bet being a cop in Florida is like, you gotta wake up and be like, why the hell did I not go to school for welding?
What's happening? It's the third time saying it to you. You rather stare at them and make faces, whatever
I'm
you're
staring at
doing.
you, but nothing
Your
seems to
head
be
is
going through
turned
your head.
that way, staring at him.
Man, we've explained it like
Okay.
10 times today. So.
All right.
Then don't explain anymore.
So,
Is
are
it too
you,
much for
We
you?
asked you
And you sign up for
to
this
identify
job? You sign
yourself.
up for this
If
job
you
to
fail to,
explain.
and we
So you should be
explain,
able to explain it without feeling frustrated. You can relax.
man, we
I'm the
explained
one that's being
everything to you.
detained, so I should be able to say what I'm
Correct.
saying to
And
you.
we
But if you're
explained
getting
everything to you.
frustrated over
If
what
you
you
aren't
explain,
going to
where's the
identify yourself,
sergeant? I'll speak to the sergeant then.
I'm here.
I would like
You
to
were
speak with I'll speak with a different sergeant.
Oh,
I want who's
okay.
above you?
Okay.
Who's above you?
No one.
There's no one above you.
Not today. Nope. I am it.
So you pay yourself. Who pays you? Just why is it funny to just answer?
The city of Margate.
I want to speak to the city of Margate.
Oh, okay.
I'm a representative of the city of Market.
I would like to speak to the city of Margate. That's the person
City
that
of
pays
Margate.
you.
How do you speak to a city?
So you want to say dumb?
No, I'm asking.
I'm asking you the question. Who pays you? Are you getting me or no?
All right.
You pay her.
What do you have specific?
I want to
You pay her.
sergeant above you.
There's
Who's the
not.
sergeant
Well,
above you?
sergeants aren't above each other.
Okay, so who's above you? I want to speak to the person that's actually in charge of you.
I'm more than happy to answer.
Okay, then go ahead and answer. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Give me the name. Are you able to or no?
No, I'm not.
Wow. I want to speak to someone that's competent, that's able to give me a name of who's above the sergeant.
I tried to answer a question.
Just if you're not able
and
to
you were
say
rude,
no.
and you.
If you're not able
Right.
to,
She
you
sounds
lied.
smart,
You see, he
don't she?
spoke to you
She
and he
sounds smart, right?
walked up.
Just
You
keep
can't see
watching.
on that side.
No, I didn't. You didn't see
Oh
me.
my
I was
gosh.
behind you.
Wow.
My car is behind you.
Okay, we have cameras.
Okay,
Pretty sure they
we
can
do.
see it.
Okay.
Correct. So he was
So
here
let's
first.
back up.
He came. I'm
Okay,
going
let's
step
back
by.
up.
I'm going step by step.
I am too. When
He
from
came
when
here
I got here.
first.
Okay, ma'am.
He came next.
You don't want to
came
listen.
last.
Okay, you don't want to listen.
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying
go.
exactly what happened, but you don't want to listen to me. I want to speak to the person that's in charge.
It's just a bunch of this back and forth. I want to do this. I want to do that. The only thing you should really be saying when you got handcuffs on is smack it, Chad. Put it back in. Oh my God, stop. No. You know what I'm saying? You got handcuffs on. You can't make no demands and expect somebody else. Anything I will. It ain't gonna focus over the filter that I got on. These wells are gorgeous, man. These wells are gorgeous, man.
You're,
I want to speak to the
you're in her
person that's
presence.
okay, if it's that hard for you to keep trying, don't bother. I want to see the person in charge of you. You're saying there's no one in charge of you. You're
That
high
would be a
skilled.
judge.
All
What's
right.
your name? Jesse? Okay.
That would be a judge.
What's your first name?
I'm not giving up my name. I want to speak to a lawyer.
Her name is Portia Davis. Yes, that would be a judge. The judge will ultimately be able to see you. And Tuesday, be able to see you next Tuesday. Just come with me, man. You can see him. Okay, just come with me. I learn how to do it. No, I can never do it.
Required by law to give
All right.
your-
I want to speak to the person that says where the law states. I want to read it. If we can't read,
If you
read it
fail
to
to
me,
identify
then don't do
yourself,
it.
You will be
What?
charged with an
Yeah,
additional
there's
crime.
another
Okay,
charge.
you
Yeah,
charge me with additional crime because something I didn't even do. You don't even show me proof
yeah,
of. You
that's
want to read
that.
the law
Yeah,
to me.
yeah. I think that's
I want to
something like
speak to the
fair to
Can we
person in
take a
disclose
charge.
look over
a
there?
name or something.
Why is that? You want to shoot him? Is that what it is? Is you guys got going on?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
speaking to him, not you. I want to speak to the actual sergeant. Someone is above you, not you. I want to speak to an actual sergeant.
Oh, I
That's
thought you
it.
were doing a show.
No. I'm gonna do a pat down, and we're
Are you
gonna
doing
move on with life since she's
I
refusing
don't know if
to
it's gonna be. I'm just gonna put why you
identify
watch the truck.
herself,
Yeah.
which is a crime.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna pat you down.
Okay.
Can you look forward, please?
You don't have to grab me. I'm already
Well,
standing right here.
told
I'm
you what
not.
I'm
I
doing.
haven't even moved.
You did
Only
actually.
thing I move with my head. So you have to grab my arm for what?
Are they coming over for a shot?
I knew that shit was
Continue to
gonna
look
happen.
forward,
I knew
please.
that was
I
gonna
want to
happen.
ask him his question. I want to
Can
find out
Damn.
what his name is.
continue to look
I am.
forward,
You're
please,
trying to
while I
force
pat
it. You're
while I
trying to
pat
force
you
it. You're
down.
not slick. You're trying to be.
I am forcing,
Hang
yes,
on
but
one
I
I'm
second.
haven't even moved my feet. All you
Oh,
do is move my what? My waist.
I guess I can't do it during the call.
money, or what is that in your pocket?
Correct.
Do you want the belt now? Or hey, look around.
Your cash is in the front pocket of your backpack.
I want to speak to the actual sergeant. No, I'm gonna go as far as it goes.
Don't you hate women that steal but they have money? I got a video coming up probably after this one. Honey's in handcuffs. Where this woman was arrested at Target of all places. Like you don't steal from Target, and it was just cosmetic. But she had like 3 grand on her, and she had a food stamp card on her. I don't know why she was stealing. She was gorgeous.
Sergeant.
So I'm letting you know that right now.
Sergeant Kitching.
No, I'll give
Marty
you
Police
someone
Department,
bigger than
I'm
you.
here
You're just
to
not
assist
you're just
you.
not turning it on.
But-
It wasn't on before.
Okay.
Your body kind of not. Oh, now it's on.
We're all good.
Pasha was charged with resisting an officer without violence and falsely identifying oneself to police. According
I missed it.
It wasn't on before.
Okay.
Your body kind of not. Oh, now it's on.
We're all good.
Pasha was charged with resisting an officer with
She kind of looked like one of those things off Super Mario. You ever play Super Mario Brothers on Nintendo? You kind of look like them Goombas, them little things that ain't got no arms and no feet. They just be like this. She look like one of them Goombas, man. Say y'all lying. Say y'all lying. He ain't hittable. He ain't smashable. He ain't.
without
Her
violence
lips
and
black.
falsely identifying oneself to police. According to NBC6 South Florida, the
Are my
Dollar Tree
lips black?
declined prosecution for theft. But it was this arrest where Gabby's case came to light. On October 29th, more than a week after Pasha was arrested, Gabby's father told NBC Miami he hadn't heard from his daughter since May. He told the outlet he checked online to try to contact her and her mom, and that's when he learned of Pasha's arrest. He said he had contacted police and other family members because the 10-year-old was nowhere to be found. Pasha reportedly never told police she had a daughter who was missing. When she was interviewed in jail on October 31st, she reportedly told investigators Gabby was with her father, Gordon. Then hours after that October 31st interview, she was released from custody on bond. She was rearrested days later, this time charged with child neglect after police reportedly found no evidence supporting her claims that Gabby was with her dad. According to Broward County Crime Stoppers, Gabby was last seen getting off a Greyhound bus with her mom at the Florida Mall in Orlando. Detectives in Osceola say Gabby's family has been known to frequent the area of West US 192, where there are a bunch of hotels. Her family was reportedly known to
This why you gotta be careful who you have babies with. And hold on, I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That's why I said. We live in such a demonic world and such a demonic time right now that having babies is like super iffy. You know what I'm saying? Like you're bringing them into a world of nothing but chaos, misery, strife, defeat, hatred, pedophilia. You know what comes after this transgender shit? The MAPS move. Minor attracted people. I told you they're trying to legalize that shit. It's almost legal in California. I think they decriminalized child prostitution under the age of 14.
Frequently use Greyhound or
California.
FlexBus to travel between South and Central Florida. Florida news station WESH2 spoke to Gabby's dad, Gordon,
That
who
was a
said,
while
I've been
ago,
pretty
like
much in
4
my
years
head
ago.
thinking the worst. In a nightmare. I don't want to believe it. Gabby's aunt told NBC6 South Florida Pasha has mental health issues and is frequently homeless. She said in one incident last year, she found Gabby sleeping on a cardboard mat in an alleyway. Her aunt says that she had tried to gain custody of her niece because of Pasha's, quote, erratic behavior, but was unsuccessful. Nearly 2 weeks ago, Pasha appeared in front of a Broward County judge who asked about Gabby's whereabouts.
Understand that allegedly she doesn't know where the child is?
Your Honor, what's understood is she hasn't said anything. It's not known if that's actually accurate or not. She hasn't given any piece of information about the last time she saw the child.
Since that hearing, there has still been no sign of Gabrielle. Pasha's defense attorney told the judge she's innocent of these charges and wants to fight these allegations. Her bond was set at $100,000, and online records show she's still in the Broward County Jail. Law enforcement instructor Sunny Slaughter now joins me. And
Okay, now look, Sonny is he's just gonna give you a very emotional connection to the case, all right? She's gonna provide a lot of detail, and it's really emotional. She's really deep. She's really concerned. You can tell that that if she does this for a living, that it's starting to take an impact on her soul, right? So take this with a grain of salt. I want to try not to watch the whole thing because, time, space, and I'm working clearly. So bear with me. We're gonna get there.
Sunny, this case is super troubling. Gabrielle, or Gabby as she's known to her loved ones, hasn't been seen since June, and now we're in November. Presuming that she's still alive, in your opinion, how does no one know where she is?
Thank you for having me, as always, Elizabeth, for another case that is really disturbing, confusing, and hard to understand because her mother knows where she is. Her mother knows what has happened to her. And her mother is not speaking. She said that the father had her when the father is the one that reported her missing when he realized she's not with her mom.
Right.
These cases, we keep seeing this happen where children, they don't go missing. She's not.
Along. There it is, y'all. Go ahead and screenshot it. Hold on, don't get me in there. All right, you got it? All right, let's go.
Not with her mom. These cases, we keep seeing this happen where children, they don't go missing. Someone has done something intentionally to keep them from others. And I just pray that little Gabby is still alive.
Yeah.
And that she can find her way to someone that can help her. Because her mother, regardless of her alleged mental health, and I know she was Baker Act, so Baker Act before, so I know apparently she does have a history. But it's just hard to think about how children like Gabby, so young, so little, so innocent, they don't have the survival skills. Well, I guess they can get the survival skills to make it out. But this morning, when I went outside, it's cold outside.
I'm sorry, y'all. That was cold.
June to now is a long time.
Yeah, it's a very, very long time, especially with Gabby's father saying that he hadn't seen her physically since May. That's just such a long time. And I'm thinking about all the different kind of place guards that
That's right after tax time, ain't it? That's right when the money start wearing out, ain't it? So right after tax time, yeah, he didn't see her. Yeah. Listen here, man. If you don't want the babies, that's why they have Plan B. You don't want to have babies, man. They don't have sex, man. You got here just smashing randomly, especially in Florida. Especially in Florida, man. I just came to Florida. Let me shut up.
Should have reported that she was missing but didn't.
Yes.
And I understand like during that time frame it was summer school time, but I'm thinking back in the fall the school didn't report her missing. Nothing in terms of the Department of Children and Families had said anything. That the disappearance really only came to light after Pasha was arrested on suspicion of shoplifting. I mean, how often do you see that where it's just like a child isn't seen for months and the only reason that this came to light was because her mother was arrested on suspicion of shoplifting?
If her father hasn't seen her since May, the last sighting was at Walmart in June. So we
That's why I
only
would go
have
to
those
exchange a
quick
child,
months of
Walmart,
July and August
cash a check,
for
exchange
the
a child.
summertime. But where was she? How is it that she didn't go outside? No one in the neighborhood saw her. That no one
Sell a
became
child.
suspicious. Where was her father?
She
Was he
sold her
trying
baby.
to see her and not see her? Any
That's
other relatives? Because I know there are other relatives, family members, neighbors, friends. How is it that no one, like you said, how is it
they're
that
not
no
going to
one
tell.
just realized that she was not around? And then when school started back,
Let's put our context clues together, okay? Nobody realized that she was not around. She was able to bond out, but she's hungry. She knew how to move. You know what I'm saying? To keep eyes off of her. You feel me? She knew how to move a certain way. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, that girl did not want her baby. She didn't care about her baby. She did not love her baby. And you don't see the hurt on her when she's getting arrested. You don't see, oh, my baby's missing. You get what I'm saying? She had money on her. She was stealing. Come on. She is homeless. Come on. Put your context clues together. She sold that baby. I think Florida is the capital. Florida is the capital for child sex trafficking. Ain't that what little St. James Island is? Off the coast of Florida somewhere? I don't know. You don't know what little St. James Island is?
she did not go to school. She is 10 years old. She is supposed to be in school.
Damn, she was a
So
small
what
10-year-old.
happened to her? I have deep concerns about this case because from what we know, relatives have stated, and I think it was an aunt that wanted to get her, that she was seen at one time, at some point in time, outside, sleeping out, in unhoused with her mother
Is
in
that the new word for homeless?
awful
Unhoused?
conditions. We have to do a better job at closing off the holes, the massive craters that we have in our society where children can be unseen, unheard, and not, and just people just don't know. How is it with this woman with her condition?
It's a lot of y'all out there. A lot of y'all out there don't see the crazy in this bitch. You feel me? Let me stop. She may not be a bitch, but today she's gonna be a bitch to me. You can fight me in the comments. Oh, you shouldn't be demonizing her like that. She was just going through hard time, man. But today, to me, she's a bitch. A lot of y'all motherfuckers out there see this bitch, and you'll fuck her off. You'll give her another baby. You'll put another life into this world that's doomed to hell, that's doomed to suffer, that's doomed to probably be trafficked, bro. Y'all create these problems. You irresponsible men create these problems.
That
You
no one
irresponsible females
was
do too.
ensuring that Gabby was going to.
Let me help you to establish something. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it. There's a difference. You got a house. You got a wife. She's doing what she needs to do. She's abiding by God's will. She's taking care of home. She's taking care of her kids, etc. You got a hoe. She does whole things. You get what I'm saying? You treat her as such. You get what I'm saying? She has no respect for herself, her environment, or the people around her. She does whole things. You got bitches that have some level of continuity about themselves, but they behave in bitch manner. You get what I'm saying? They're combative. They contradict themselves. They say things like God first and lower down in their profile. They'll be like proud mother of 25, and 2 pictures later they got their legs bust open with the info link in the bio and shit. I'm starting to watch these things now because I have a daughter. I have a daughter, so I have to watch the influences of the world. I need to put myself in a situation to where she don't need to be involved with people like that have that mindset. I want her to be involved with people that have a growth mindset, a spiritually sound mindset. I want my daughter having friends that think like this. What the fuck is wrong with this female?
Be safe. How did it go on for this long? I just don't understand.
It's exactly. And I know from the details that we have learned, there is kind of instability within the family in terms of where they're living, in terms of them battling homelessness, being unhoused. But do you think that that will that will impact the investigation in any type of way? And do you think that even affects the public's perception of this case, given her familial background?
Yes, I think it does impact public perception. And it also makes it uniquely challenging for law enforcement because what they have to do is they have to retrace the last place where they were unhoused, where they were potentially outside or at shelters. And that is a lot
How
of
about you check the last
investigative
place where she
uh,
cashed a check?
what we call really street groundwork, where you have to go back. You have to see where they were, if there's anything that caught them on any cameras. Did they walk by anything that could have potentially, picked them up on a camera outside? How were they getting food?
You know, this FBI, it seems like everybody in the FBI is new. Like they ain't got no street smart. This new FBI, I guess they're not figuring shit out. Like they're not putting their context clues together. They're so busy. They got a lot of shit going on. This new FBI, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. I already figured this shit out. I don't know. I already figured the shit out. I figured the shit out for you. It's in the title. It's in the description. I'm telling you what's going on right now. I'm telling you what's going on right now. I'm telling you that she done sold her baby.
Were they going to any shelters? And the public's perception
She
is,
sold her baby.
and it's always been this way, that people who are unhoused, who are homeless, um, who don't have anywhere to go. And a lot of times people don't realize how many children in America are actually homeless. And homeless can be not having stable living condition for a consistent amount of days. And often in some places in schools, they kind of document that. At least they're supposed to, at least they used to do that. Where they say this person doesn't have a stable address or something, like they might say that they're couch surfing or different things like that. But the public has to think.
Here we go. Me being nice to y'all. Here we go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. She's a really small one. She's a really small finger. All right. Did you get all the information that you needed? You got it?
About how we talk about homelessness and how we talk about instability, and how we talk about it is also how we see it, because oh, I wouldn't do that, and I that would never be me, and that would never be my children. But there are always some very
All
unique
right.
set
This
of
is
circumstances.
just her commentary. But let me tell you, man, the internet be watching. Man, they be watching your face, the movement, what you wearing and shit. As a matter of fact, keep game. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I was right. I was right because one or two videos later, guess what the fuck pops up in my algorithm?
We have a big update in the search for answers
Bitch,
into how an
A 10-year-old girl has been missing.
is this the right one?
welcome.
A 10-year-old girl has been missing for months. We've obtained newly released body cam of. A 10-year-old girl has been missing for months. We've obtained newly released body cam of officers interacting with the girl's mom before she stopped cooperating with the investigation.
Guess what was supposed to come up next?
In 2020, 1.53 million infants were born in the Philippines, among the highest birth rate in Asia.
This is what came up next. Now, I haven't seen
Around
this
the
one,
same
but this is
time,
what came up
more
next.
Filipinos sank into poverty due to the coronavirus pandemic, which took away jobs. That means almost a quarter of the Philippines' 110 million population live off just $7 or 400 pesos a day.
That's a
I'm
lot
in
of
Tondo,
pesos.
one of the most populated districts in Manila and home to the biggest slum in the country's capital. Here, the poverty is due to lack of access to education, decent jobs, reproductive health care. Some mothers who struggle to make ends meet make the very difficult decision to give up their children.
And they do it here in America too.
For more than a year now. The pandemic hit them hard. They earn a living from scavenging, but her husband suffers from asthma and is unable to work on his own without Olivia, who is now heavily pregnant. They're expecting their fourth child.
So, how much do you earn a day?
Bro. Heavy asthma. Listen to your context, please. Heavy asthma. Pregnant currently. Ain't nobody find a job. These are terrible life decisions. Now, with his asthma, he should A, abstain from having vigorous amounts of sex. Maybe they do that. Maybe people do that to soothe their depression, or quell their hatred for themselves. But they need that dopamine rush. I don't know. Stop having sex if you're poor. Stop making children and bringing them into a world where they're going to be poor, and you have to, I don't know, sell them.
Pare-pareho, minsan 300, 250. Ganun.
And lahat yon napupunta saan napupunta yon?
Sa pagkain din. Pagkain.
I'm gonna let you know right now, okay? I'm busy. Like, okay, I'm busy. Watch this. Well, I can't necessarily read the subtitles. Read them for yourself. I hope you can see them.
Minsan sa gamot ng anak ko, sa asthma.
Where do you sleep now?
Tricycle lang po.
Every night?
Every night. 5 kami, buong pamilya, nasa tricycle.
For Olivia, raising 3 children with no proper home has already been a difficult struggle. That's why she did the best she could to prevent future pregnancies.
How many years have you been doing family planning?
6 na taon na. Kaya nga mangyayak ako nung nalaman po.
I can't read that, y'all.
Disappointed talaga ako kasi dapat talaga magpapatali
I can't read that, y'all. I am relying on you to read the subtitles. I can't see it.
Nagpa-implant na lang ako. Kaya ang kaso, sabi naman ng
Oh man, that didn't come out
mali
good.
daw yung pagkalagay ng implant ko, hindi maayos.
The tricycle they used for scavenging broke down, putting even more strain on their livelihood. And as the rainy season nears, Olivia wishes for nothing but for her unborn child to never experience the same fate. Her solution is to sell her baby.
Do you think you will be able to emotionally give up your baby?
Kakayanin kasi hirap na kami sa buhay. Ayaw ko siya maalala. Kasi masakit din sa akin pagka inalagaan ko pa siya tapos ipamimigay ko rin siya.
Okay. I saw that, and don't think that I can't see between in this Weldon hood. I can see the acoustics are great. I can hear just fine. But I seen that she said that she have to. Now we don't really need the man anymore out of this video, right? Because you think about it, Florida, a lot. Hold on, I know it's real. Give me a second. I'm working. Florida got a lot of diversity, a lot of ethnical diversity, and a lot of influence with people who have had a hard time on the street, like people, for instance, from other countries. Girl, I just got here. Do you know what we do in my country? We get it in, we record it, we double monetize off of it, we get on OnlyFans, we make our money, we live here and there. We go from hotel to hotel because we know that these men ain't shit. We have us a baby and we sell them. And the cycle continues. Women got money making assets on their person, on their body. They have money making assets on their body. I told one of my exes, man, I said, look, if you got a pussy, you should never be broke. And that's 100%. I said that. I said that to her face. Now, I might have fucked with her life when I said that, but it's true. To me, I like when I see. Let me go ahead and take the flip side. That didn't come out the way that I want. When I see women like asking for money, like on the side of the road on my way to the house or on my way out somewhere, I see women on the road. I give them money. They got their little sign up, you know. Cause I be like, yo, man, because whatever you did to get out on these streets, you had to really fuck up. I try to help out, man, and that's my problem, man. I don't like to see women struggle. I don't like to see anybody suffering. But as a man, I done been through it. I done suffered. I done struggled, but I know how to hustle, and I got that hustle mentality. And when you got that hustle mentality, uh, ain't nothing gonna stop your grind. Ain't nothing gonna get in the way of your purpose. Like you don't hold anything goes. Oh, rain, sleet, hail, snow. You ready to go and do some shit accomplished. You ready to go and get to the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got here to Texas, I was not expecting a snowstorm. It was like February, I want to say 2018, 2017, I don't remember, but it was like February, and I had like 15 miles to get to work. Luckily, I had left for work super early, and the snow hadn't hit the ground like just like real heavy yet. But on my way, I was riding the bus because I had just got here. It was just like I was just getting my foot in the door. I just got to force, and I didn't have a car, so I was riding the bus. The Dart is what they call it, Dallas Area Rapid Transit. So I'm on my way out to Mesquite. I get close. I get to about this Walmart on Stanley, and there wasn't no more buses from there, so I had to walk. And when I tell you this, the way back, I went to work, and I was like the only person that showed up. It started snowing, and the road was icy. And on my way to work, I got there, I got my shit together, and I started welding. And then the boss showed up. He was just like, ain't nobody else here. You're going to have to go home. I'm like, well, you here. All you got to do is sign me a little check, call me a lift, take me. He's like, no, I don't do that. But, I'm in Texas, and this guy, how old was Mark? He was like 62. I think 62. Mark was 62. He was from Vidor, Texas. Don't know about Vidor, Texas. Go and look it up. Anyway, he was from Vidor, Texas. And, his son, he said his son was a Freemason, his dad was a Freemason, but he wasn't one because he didn't believe in that shit. But I found out later on that the only reason that he wasn't a Freemason is because, he wanted to, he live his lifestyle his way. He liked children. He liked to do it with children, okay? So while I was there, like, I was noticing that nobody else was there. And he had somebody in the car with him. I was wondering why he couldn't pay me. Why he said no. You made a 35-minute drive all the way. You know what I'm saying, from your house to the job. I wonder why he had told him, he had somebody in the car, a young girl, really an employee. He was 16. It was a bus. It was a truck stop right next to us called Fuel City. Fuel City. And it was a truck stop next to us. And sometimes these random buses would come. They ain't got no markings on them. And they would come and people would go in there, use the restroom, take baths in the sink and shit, get food and shit. You know what I'm saying? And these were immigrants. These were people from other countries, typically south of the border, right? They would come in there, they'd get all their stuff together, and sometimes they'll leave a couple people. Well, this one time they left this girl, and she was 16, and I guess Marcus and this 15-year-old girl developed a relationship. She got pregnant, and he gives her $12,000 a month. He pays her $12,000 a month to shut up and live in the apartment that he got for her. No kidding, bro. Anyway, I don't want to hold you guys up. I got a lot of shit going on. We'll watch a little bit more on it, then I'll let you go.
Mas maganda na yung pagkalabas pa lang, ibigay ko na siya. Papa-adapt ko siya sa may kaya din, mabait yung hindi siya hindi siya
Oh yeah, I had to walk home in the snow because the
What would
buses
you
had
like to
stopped.
receive in exchange for the baby?
Bahala na sila, basta lang ako ng bahay namin sa kanang sidecar. Kasi ang pampagawa ng isang sidecar, 10,000 na eh. Tapos mangupahan pa kami.
And how much is rent?
1,200, 1,000, ganun.
Per month?
Per month.
Legal adoption in the Philippines is a complicated and tedious process. The only way to do it is through the Philippines Department of Social Welfare and Development and its accredited child placement homes. Any other
And they
means
were
of
just
acquiring
being
children
funded
is
by
illegal and is
USAID.
considered child trafficking under Philippine laws.
They were just being funded by
The legal route does
USAID.
not allow any
What kind of
monetary
dog is that?
compensation for mothers giving up their babies. To get around the process, an underground baby market has cropped up. The word adoption is now commonly associated with the illegal baby trade on the black market.
How about going through the legal process or an orphanage or perhaps the government?
Hindi ko naisip. Kasi ayoko rin, baka mamaya malaman ng buong di ba, pa kayo mag-asawa. Kailangan lang talaga namin ng pera, pang ng mga anak ko, pambili ng matitirahan nila.
You never think about stuff like that.
The underground
Legal
baby market
trade
has
on the
become
black
even more
market.
lucrative thanks to social media. The expansion of the market online allows more buyers to connect with desperate mothers whose whispers can only go so far.
A lot of the buyers, brokers, and sellers hide behind fake accounts, especially when they transact on Facebook. Many of them go to Facebook groups, which are also named inaccurately, many of which hide behind the word adoption or orphanage group names.
Vice World News has been looking through hundreds of these adoption posts online. Based on Facebook groups that Vice saw, there are more mothers offering their babies than the interested buyers. Mothers post about their expected month of delivery, location, and the gender of the unborn child, if applicable. Posts of interested buyers are often flooded with mothers who want to have their children adopted. But it isn't without a risk. In Facebook groups, mothers and buyers alike warn against potential scammers. Jamie first tried Facebook looking to adopt a baby.
Before po kasi titingin na kami sa online. Kasi may
Man, you know Facebook gonna receive some kind of lawsuit for this shit.
Or group na mayroon daw nga po doon
If the right people find out, Facebook's gonna
get na papanpong po yung baby niya. Pero hindi ko po agad siya grinab. Nagtanong-tanong din ako kung totoo ba tong taong to or scam. Tapos maraming nagsasabi na wag yan kasi ganto ganyan na marami na siyang naloko na pag binibigyan ng pamasahe is hindi naman na nagpaparamdam or hindi naman talaga luluwas.
Was there a price?
Yun po, yung isa pamasahe din. Yung the rest po, nasa 50, 40, yun na po yung...
This was the situation Jamie found himself in. Jamie is in a same-sex relationship with Nancy. They first looked for potential babies to adopt online and spent days on Facebook in search of a baby that they could take in. But it proved difficult to navigate. Luckily, they found some...
You know, it'd be a lot easier to have a child if you weren't in a same-sex relationship. I'm just using my critical thinking skills here.
someone in their neighborhood who was looking to give up their baby.
And what was that process of adoption?
Bali po, nagkaroon po kami ng kasulatan sa kanya na ang nangyari po kasi, kasulatan na nagsasabi na kusang loob po nilang binibigay si baby. Tapos after po noon, hindi na po daw po sila na maghahabol. Hihingi lang po sila ng konting financial na tulong para nga doon sa kapatid niya na nag-undergo po ng hospitalization niya. Kahit kalit na halaga lang naman po yung hiningi.
How much?
10K po.
Is it difficult to adopt a baby in the Philippines, especially as a same-sex couple?
Kung dadaan po sa legal process, mahirap po talaga.
10 pesos. What was that? What was that? $4?
Ng adoption baby pag sa same-sex na katulad namin, talagang sisilipin lahat ng masisilip, isisilipin.
So is this the best case scenario for you, to have found a baby that you know and to have been able to get it quite quickly?
Opo.
Still others resort to brokers like Jenny, who can connect buyers to sellers and vice versa. Jenny knows how difficult it is to raise children. 3 of her 5 children are in an orphanage because she knows that there they are well cared for. While she herself has chosen not to give her own children up for adoption, she helps mothers who want to give up their babies to give them a better chance at life.
What type of help do you give
that's a
other
conflicting
women
job.
who can't afford to raise their children like you?
Pag may lumalapit po sa akin na yung anak nila hindi nila kanin, ganoon din po. Yung bukal po sa loob nila para mapabuti yung bata kaysa pag-alaga.
They would use another woman
too.
That
by helping the kids find other parents, you're helping the kids and the parents?
Opo.
Well, you know, I wouldn't do it
Kasi nakikita
because I'm getting money from doing this for you, but
kasi
you should
po
do
ng iba pag ganyan, pinapatay po, inukuha naman doon, pero hindi po nakikita nila. Kaya nga po natutuwa sila eh. Kasi nakikita nila nag-aaral.
Do you ever get compensation for helping?
Binibigyan lang po ako pang financial, pang gastos, pabigas. 2,000, 1,000, ganun po. Pabigas din daw po.
And how about the parents? Do they pay for the babies?
Yung mga yun po, minsan 5,000, 10. Yan po. Minsan nga po, yung iba naman, ayaw nang nangihingi ng kapalit. Pusang loob po.
Jenny claims she knows all the buyers are good people and only entrusts babies to people she knows. But not all brokers are the same, and not all buyers are like Jamie and his partner, people who have always wanted babies but are unable to conceive or adopt themselves. Some make an industry of the buying and selling of babies.
That never turns out good.
According to some people we spoke to, some mothers purposefully get pregnant to sell babies and make money.
Why did I tell you?
Babies are sold for anywhere between $10,000 to almost $3,000, while brokers can earn up to 40,000 pesos or $760 for helping buyers find babies. Not all babies, of course, end up in happy homes. It's a reality the authorities have to contend with.
What do you know about babies being sold online, particularly on Facebook?
We all know that the commercial trade of babies has been existing for like 10 or 15 years already. But that is done face-to-face. There's a face-to-face.
10 or 15 years, what that sound like to you? What that sound? What? Who has been in power in the United States for 10 and 15 years that haven't brought this to attention and stopped this man? What political party has been in power for close to that amount of time? Hmm? What political party is going after family structures and nuclear families? What political party is going after children? Do you know?
Transaction between the buyer and the seller and sometimes the mothers of the
I remember watching the
babies.
video of Joe
But
Biden
now there's a
sniffing a
recent
baby.
development, so to speak, because again of the high technology with the use of the internet. This has been a rampant illegal activity in online. With that, it's also easier for the broker, so to speak, to seek parents who are in need of babies, families who need to adopt
Did you hear what I
babies,
said earlier? No, you want to listen?
and also the internet or the social media
I'm not
has
gonna say it
also been a
again.
medium for them
Just go back.
to hide their real identity. And so this is really a more convenient tool for them to conduct their illegal activity.
What are the challenges in convicting criminals or people online selling children or babies?
What are you
I
talking
think the
about?
very first challenge is not really on the conviction of this, but on the unmasking of these people
Right, what are you
behind the
talking about?
fake
We don't know
accounts
nothing
being
about
used
that.
online. So the very challenge there is how to track them when we see or monitor illegal activities online. Second challenge is when we try to convict these people is also jurisdiction, because some of our subjects or some of the people involved are abroad or not here in the Philippines.
Do you have a relationship with Facebook? Are you able to request data or information from Facebook if the crimes happen on their platform?
Yes, we have a law enforcement collaboration with Facebook. We can request data from them. We can also request preservation from them if we have to preserve evidence that we see online. So yes, we work hand in hand with Facebook. They can help us in unmasking or tracing or identifying people online.
I figured if somebody start bringing awareness to it, then maybe something will change. Maybe those plan Bs and shit will start being, I don't know. Maybe y'all will wake up. It's about children. These are children's lives that y'all playing with. Like, this is life. I love my children. I didn't mean to have any of them. Well, one. I ain't gonna say who, but I did mean to have one. But I love my children. I don't understand what could possess someone, even poverty, to purposely want to give up their child, even for financial compensation. I mean, like, you carried that baby. You carried that child. That's your DNA. I mean, otherwise, the baby would be on a sock or on the floor. You get what I'm saying? But you know how complicated DNA is? You look at a sperm cell and you look at a human body. A sperm cell is just like a zoomed out version of a human brain and spinal cord. It just when you put that sperm cell into the egg, when the egg gives it arms and legs and maybe a cute little face, you know. I don't know, man. I might be caring too much. I might be showing way too much concern, but these children, man, they going after these babies. There's been a lot of death. A lot of death. You know how many kids were mentioned in the last administration? And they still trying to find them. They ain't even found 10% of them. And who's to say the next administration You know what I'm saying? It's going to continue to look for 'em. Who to say that these kids ain't already gone? Who's to say that these children ain't been turned into adrenochrome? Who's to say that these kids haven't been so emotionally abused and then set back out there into the world to become some kind of upstanding citizen? How? How is that gonna happen? I don't see it happening. I just don't. I don't see that. I don't see these children growing up to be nothing more than socially awkward, spiritually detached, damaged, segregated, hateful, demonic children, people in the future. Be careful who you having babies with. I believe spirits travel through people. I believe spirits travel through disease. I believe poverty is something that you can inherit. I believe stupidity is a disease. And man, if something don't shake, if we don't start getting back to what's morally correct about the way that we live and the way that we do things, if we don't get the family structure back, we're doomed, bro. Look, look, just okay. Try to imagine a world without you right now. Like past this, 100 years from now, 70 years from now, from right now, when you get done paying your mortgage. Imagine right now, this time in 100 years, what the world gonna look like. And let's say some of these children from all of these traumatic episodes, all of this, all of this, all of this so-called adoption, all of this selling baby shit. Imagine some of these children grow up and they decide, well, I want to do something about this, and they accept the gifts from the devil. They accept all kinds of powers and they get spiritual abilities and shit. And then all of a sudden they're super charismatic and they done took over the world. You got a whole AI antichrist motherfucking. You got a whole AI antichrist ruler of the entire planet because that's what they're ushering this into, this one world government where one person is above everything. That's what they're ushering us into. Global deception, bro. Trans. I seen another video where this lady, an article, my bad. These people have been adopting kids out for 10 years. Doing right by the kids, right? It's in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, they've been adopting kids 10 years, and they had to renew their license or something. And then because of the new legislation in it, they couldn't adopt the kid because they wouldn't approve of gender affirming care, which is basically the ability to chop a wing wang off or stuff a calculator and put numbers in it, if you know what I mean. It's just tragic that we live in a world where this is allowed to happen. It's sad, man. I'm gonna have to be with my daughter her entire life. She's gonna have to be up under my tutelage her entire life. And I mean it. I ain't playing with y'all. That's crazy. That's insane. I couldn't let out the corner of my eye. That's insane. I couldn't live like that. Selling your baby? Fuck out of here. Hey man, I'm done with what I gotta do. I'll holler at y'all.